Chapter 3, let's go. Episode 3, Case 3, whatever. Grah, you've disgraced me for the last time, Steel Samurai. The pale moonless sky cries for your blood. The moon? No, it is you who should gaze upon the moon, for it will be the last moon you ever see. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Whoa! Grah! The warrior's swords gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns. October 14th, 5:31 p.m. Wright and Company Law Offices. So it's been a month between each case. That rocked. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Whoa, stop waving that broom around. Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like, how young? 10 years old? What the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17, see? I'm a teen. Not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk about me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. I thought he was 23 in this game. He's 24, so everyone gets 1 year older. The series is kind of weird because every game that goes by, they get 1 year older, but they don't specify when their birthdays are. So there's instances where some characters don't age properly between cases. And watch it with me. He's really cool, and it's really popular. When I asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1. This also means that Phoenix is employing a minor. Isn't there, like, labor laws? Like, at a law company, isn't there, like, labor laws that have to be followed here? Yeah, Miles is 24 as well. I guess that makes sense. Gifted prosecutor, ruthless men who do anything to get a guilty verdict. Detective at the local precinct in charge of the initial investigation. I mean, I don't think these have changed at all. I really worry about kids these days. Japan, though, yeah. Gramps. Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of town for some time. But no one paid any attention to the Wright and Company law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. October 16th, 8:14 a.m., Phoenix Wright's bedroom. A spot that you never get to see. Hello? This is Phoenix. Nick! Maya? What? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai! The Steel Samurai got arrested! Huh? You mean the guy in that show? Yes. They're saying that the Steel Samurai killed a villain. Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No, I mean he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with a samurai spear. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office, quick. Please, Nick. October 16th, 9:22 a.m. Wright and Company law offices. Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was erected? The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai's spear was also found stuck through his body. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. This has to be a joke. No, 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 it's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai's over. The world is over. Yes, Wright and Company law offices. What? Nick, it's the Steel Samurai. What? Yes, of course. We'll be right there. They could be chalked up to 1. Mia probably stated that Nick would be chaperoning her, technically meaning she isn't technically working, but being... I don't know. I mean, it doesn't last long, because again, by the next game, Maya's an adult. So... And also, she's not working, she's just kind of sitting there watching TV, so I guess technically she's not employed. Let's go, Nick. Go. Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So I've decided this will be our first case. Mia's favorite potted plant. Maya's been watering it so much lately, it looks a little swollen. She's either trying to make it grow or she's perfecting her water torture technique. It's a nice day outside. The hotel across the way is always full these days. There's the bellboy happily cleaning the room. Poster of an old movie that Mia liked. I was thinking I should go see it by myself. Then I realized that the poster doesn't actually say the title of the movie. Yes, swollen. Wink, wink. Tomorrow night, I'm going to start... I said this before. Tomorrow night I'm going to start a lot earlier, and I'm going to talk about... I'm going to do a long FF14 stream, and I'm going to start by talking about the Mario Wonder Direct from Thursday. Because I said I would do it. I told my friend I would. And they've been looking forward to my impressions. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scarier, though, is that the thought that I have to read all these now. Mia's desk. Actually, it's my desk now. Sitting here always makes me feel like a professional. What about this? You like showing that off, don't you, Nick? My poor, poor ego. Well, what should we do? What should we do? How can you just sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai. Does she want to investigate this, or just do some sightseeing, I wonder? Cue Maya spinning in a chair. My money's on sightseeing. If it's like the anime, there's like 2 couches in this room. It's weird, because this office has 2 rooms, but like you only ever see the one. That first room you only see in the last case, with the couch and the receptionist desk, which I'm guessing is where Maya sits. We don't have enough information to make a case yet. Just admit it, you don't have a clue what happened. No, we just don't have enough information. I mean, that's true. I don't know why Nick has to be such an asshole to her about it. Where does Maya sleep? Well, she has her own place, according to the phone call she had with Mia. Which is, again, really weird. How does a 17-year-old have their own home? October 16th. Detention Center. Visitor's Room. What's wrong, Maya? It's him. In the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder. At least once. Maybe twice. Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you saying? Yes? Something wrong? No, no. This is getting off to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh, no, oh, no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know? I don't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Ugh. Nick. What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah, he didn't do it. Scar monitors the visitor's room. He seems frozen in awe of Will Powers. I could have swore there was something for either the gate or the chair. Maybe not in this game, though. Smile for the camera. Maybe you could start by telling us what happened. Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. And there was rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. When 5 came around, and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. Look at that wound! How deep it goes into, like how circular and, like, concave it is. They took off the mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. Or maybe that's not, oh, that's not actually his skin, that's a muscle suit, I think, being worn underneath him. That's why the wound looks so big. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. The samurai spear. Hey, are you alright? You okay? Are you back from the thing, the noise? Reminds me of a round depression, or like moist depression from FF14. Yes, it's a long spear that that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. Lightning still happening? Well, at least you're okay. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is. Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. Apparently the hail was marble-sized. Oh, no. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Neo-Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time. Ugh. I see. Neo-Old Tokyo comes with these names. Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios around 9. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. This guy just doesn't look like a teddy bear. Yep, he is. And it's funny because, well, you know what? I'm not going to spoil anything. I will say that he has a connection to teddy bears in some way, but I'm not going to say what it is. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero. What will the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right, Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. Wow, Nick, let's go. I'm gonna bet $10 she asked for autographs. Again, Will looks like he'll have a persona, yeah. I just noticed he has a pipe on his shirt. What does that signify? Here. I see. Let me guess, this guy wasn't a top student in improv class. Again, Will looks like he'll have... Yeah, Will... Why did you... Okay, never mind. Studio, main gate. October 16th, Global Studios, main gate. The pipe. Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Oh, she said it like Nintendo says a video game. In the Super Mario Bros. Wonder game. In the Splatoon 3 game. In the Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom game. I was so glad I'm not the only one that noticed that. Because, like, I noticed that, and I'm like, when did Nintendo start doing that? And then when Kit and Krista left Nintendo and started doing their podcast, they constantly make fun of that phrasing. And apparently it's like a legal thing. I don't know. It's to make people not confused. Awesome. Aren't you excited? Hey, you there. You want in, you gotta go through me. The Michael Macaw stream, exactly. I don't know what voice to do for this character, and this character shows up a lot more than you might think. Oh, sorry. We're, lawyers. Oh yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Used today. Something horrible happens. All you can think of doing is sightseeing. Wasting your place at a time like this. Don't you have a job you should be doing? Or do lawyers not work like the rest of us? Maybe I should become a lawyer too. Sounds like a life of ease of work, just loafing around all day as you please. When I was young, days were a mite different. Mind in strange, hippie clothes. What are the youth wearing in these days? I wouldn't catch my own son wearing... Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know. It's possible. Hey! Listen when you're being spoken to, youths today. Again, not spoiling anything, but she shows up in all 3 games. So she's got a lot of dialogue. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. Oh, she doesn't just show up in the trilogy. She shows up in 4 or 5 games. Because I just remembered she's in one of the side games as well. The main entrance to the studio. There was a big scene here yesterday with the onlookers pressing up against the gate. An overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. To the left of the actual film studios. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Hey, no touching! The security guard station. That security lady must like junk food. There's a mountain of it on the desk in there. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. So, what do you do here at the studios? At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days. No, you were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow, this place has really gone downhill, you know? But 10 years ago now, that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too. He was... Hammer. The victim dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with. What kind of person was Jack Hammer? What kind of person? Oh, if only you knew. Oh, they did the thing wrong again. Do question marks not go in quotation marks? Also, I think the quotation marks are formatted differently at the beginning and the end here. Ones at the end look shorter. Michael tears apart fonts. More at 10 in the morning. More at 11. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. Again, just like Larry's portrait, I feel like his mouth is like tilted too far up in this version. I wonder if they like redid that. Or maybe I just didn't notice it on the DS's screen in the lower resolution. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. Should I have heard of that? But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty. Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job. Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer? I was standing right here yesterday, I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left of here. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers? Yes, I saw him. But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer, you can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request. Thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in. This lady here thinks she owns the place, obviously. Question marks outside of quotation marks make it sound like a question. Inside it makes it sound like a statement. Well, no, but just normal formatting says usually it goes inside the quotation marks. What's that? You giving that to me? Absolutely not. Hello, how was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they? No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? What? No, I'd never do that. Earlier you said you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security lady says that she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. I know. I'm sorry. But I swear to my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me. What did she see? Doesn't seem to be lying. About the security guard at the main studio. At the security guard at the main gate to the studio. Oh, the security lady. She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking. Well, that's a weird way of formatting it, because now you got 3 apostrophes in a row. Yes, actually, she said the same thing to me once before. Take off that mask, her words were, I believe. She sucks up all the bigwigs at the studio. But let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you. She's got some nerve. Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Oh, of course. Document proving Will Powers' request for an attorney. I just hope this will get me past that security lady. Thank you for the letter. Show that to the security lady and she should let you in. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl. Powers' request given to the security lady. To think he would entrust his fate to youths of such unreliable appearance. Really? Really? Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here, toward the studios. No going to the right, that's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good old detective told me himself. Hey, Nick. Huh? There were maps in the security guard station. Hey, not bad. Those are 50 cents a piece, thank you. Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents! So we came in from the top, and we could go to the right. See, it's weird because they keep saying right and left for the employee area, for the studios in the employee area, but then the way they have the map set out, it's upside down. So the studios look like they're on the left. Unless they said the left. I don't know. Outside Studio 1. Hey, aren't you that murderer from the other day? Ah! It's that confused detective. Hey, pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset, and it's all your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. Sense guess they're in Japan, America. Well, they changed the setting for these games from Japan to America. Yes. The main series has been completely changed to be in America. Only the Great Ace Attorney kept it back to what it actually was, because it's a lot more prominent and poignant to the plot. So? Hey, if he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on this case too, pal. Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. I'd say he's a character, alright. You know, if I was Maya, I'd be, oh no, sarcastic, yeah. Detective, see this? This is my attorney's badge. Uh-huh. Don't you think it's a little sad when you have to explain what your badge means, pal? Real men show their police detective badge, and that's that. I'll admit the design of my badge leaves a lot to be desired. Maybe it should just be a big L for lawyer? Not so sure about that. Detective, any ideas about this? Look, I don't got time to look at every little trinket you got, okay, pal? So how's your investigation going, Detective? Phoenix takes the L. Well, hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions. Right, so, Detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report, the latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Cause of death. Pierced through the chest by a spear. Time of death, October 15th at 2:30 p.m. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30. And that person was none other than Mr. Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up, Maya. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady? What a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what Powers said, she's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? What kind of evidence? Well, that, photo. A photo of the Steel Samurai heading towards the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? Gumshoe's a puppy, yeah. See that camera on the gate, up there on the gate, pal? I've seen some fan art of Gumshoe. Let's just say he's not portrayed as a puppy. I'll say that. The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah, whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh no. Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't found already. Glad someone around here seems to be enjoying himself. Nick, let's go. We've got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out. The studio mascot. I guess it's some kind of monkey. What kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right to Studio 1. Left to Studio 2. What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. Took that tree down with it, too. Little bush. Maybe I'll take a short rest here. Hey, good idea, pal. Detective, aren't you on the case? Well, yeah, but... Hey, us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal. Hey, there's a camera here. That's the security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where. There's a numbers plate on the camera. STI 301. ST1 301. Excuse me. Not STI. That's something completely different. That must be the camera ID number. There's a big welcome sign above the path. Yeah, apparently the studio's fallen on tough times. They started letting people in on days they aren't filming. They make a bit of extra money by charging for admission. Huh, you sure know a lot about the place, Detective. You know, you could always quit being a detective and work here. Yeah, and what perfect timing with the studio mascot down for the count. Huh? Just what's that supposed to mean, pal? The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. Looks like you need a card key to get in. Makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out. Detective Gumshoe, what's down the path on the left? Looks like a tree fell down over the path? Oh, yeah. That's the way. That way's kind of dangerous. You should stay out of it. That way's kind of dangerous. You should stay out, pal. There's nothing down there anyway. That's where Studio 2 used to be, they tell me. They don't use it now, though. Nick, look, that security lady's in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. Guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, and they're all soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Hey, you! Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? Irk. To make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? Oh, that? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with the camera that took the photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. The guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I've seen go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him, too. If he's not the one who did it, I don't know who is. Maybe. It was you? Yeah, good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. Man, if it wasn't for my faith, I would have uppercutted you. Was the victim Mr. Hammer a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. Was. Past tense. He's dead, so of course she would speak about him in past tense. Oh yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He's shown to the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate. It's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who could blame him? About the security camera. Oh yes, that camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through that gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently records the time when it takes a picture, too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do. What's that? When exactly was I given permission to come over here? October 16th, Global Studios, employee area. Nick, this is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look, there's Powers' dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. Window in the dressing room. Glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. Signed by the dressing room door. Will Powers. Must be neat to be the star and have your own room like this. Door to the dressing room. It's not locked. Hey, Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we could find something as a souvenir? What do you mean, find? You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear, and that's the murder weapon for crying out loud. Why is it so quiet? Isn't there normally, like, birds chirping? Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh. It's so normal. I was expecting some cool Deem snacks or something. Popcorn, at least. Wait, look. Samurai soda. Nick, try this. Ladies first. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry. What else would they keep in a film studio? Half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo Old Tokyo Castle. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? It makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Don't people cycle to get exercise? It's funny because it's implied that in the anime, it's straight up shown that Phoenix Wright uses a bicycle to get around because he doesn't have his driver's license. He's just like me, for real, for real. The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on the plate on one of the plates, minus the steak. T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. What? There's like really nothing here. I hate how quiet it is. Oh wait, we missed something. I forgot. Nothing over there. No, not that. Grate that was used to cover the drain. It's a little bent. Don't think it would fit back on if I tried to put it back on. The metal grate in the drain here has been taken off. That's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through there, I bet. Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate. Well, if you want to if you want to leave that way, be my guest. Right. Huh? Hey, I'm not a kid. Dressing room. Powers' dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping? Or at least this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth, for his sake. It's locked. Looks like the window, he doesn't open his window much. Guess it's kind of dusty outside. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes. It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes. I'd say we're wearing one already, myself. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? This must be Powers' bag. Yeah, hey, don't open that. Look, an employee card key. That must be Powers'. It says Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it. You mean borrow. Card key added to the court record. They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. There's a vast array of cosmetics here. Oh, this is the wig you used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on. No. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig? I, kinda like samurai movies. Kinda. That's everything here. We got our card key, so we got what we needed. Hey, look at this. Could you tell us about this, ma'am? Oh, was that a card key? You better watch it. The scene of the murder is no place for sightseeing. I'll be taking that. Hand it over. Wait, no, that's mine. Look, I don't have a card key to the studio, you see? I want to go pay my respects to Jack Hammer where he died. Well, you'll just have to wait. Outside Studio 1. You are my samurai boogie woogie woogie. You actually made the song for that? Unbelievable. Hey, detective, take a look at this. What's that? Whoa, 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 don't show him that. We'll confiscate it. Aw, I just wanted to show it off. Wouldn't he be suspicious now of us taking that? Or us having it, whatever. Entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio, yeah. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. What if this card key we borrowed from the dressing room will work? It opened! Alright, we're in. She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here, and the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty solid to me. The outline where Jack Hammer's body lay with the tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. Guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I would expect a stabbing wound to leave at least a few blood stains. Guess this costume must have absorbed most of it. Look, a ladder! That's a step ladder. So? What's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. This girl's out there. Remember that conversation. That conversation, let's just say you hear it again. Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, you, no touching that! I'm sorry, my partner's kind of, you know... You know? No, I don't know! Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers, WP, I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit, but do you do what you can for WP, okay? He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. She didn't say her name. Why is it showing up now? Don't worry. Leave it to us. Also, why'd she have Edgeworth's... Why'd she have, Gumshoe's theme? Looks like a state backdrop for a stage. This must be used in the Steel Samurai show. Of course, that's the mountain, Neo Fujiyama. Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in Old Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there? Not Old Tokyo, Nick. Neo Old Tokyo. Oh, right. Completely different somehow. Hey, look. That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clapped at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone, a real live megaphone. Ready, Nick? Action! This girl's more trouble than I thought. What's this? That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it during filming. Huh. What? Where's all your enthusiasm for all things What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I'd want to be the director. Or maybe the Steel Samurai. I think she's being serious. There's no second room here. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well. The studios isn't doing so well right now. The studios isn't. Pretzels is the same. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. If that woman was here watching this, then who was guarding the security station? WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. Why does she call Will Powers WP, but then doesn't call Jack Hammer JH? Powers, Hammer. They're both 2 syllables. The employee area. That's where Powers' dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. And again, why is the security guard there? Security lady, age unknown, security at Global Studios, claims she saw Powers heading to the scene. Action star plays the title role in the Steel Samurai show. He's only 23. He's younger than Phoenix. The victim, former big-name action star, played the role of the evil magistrate. He was 37. Assistant. What? So her name is listed here as Penny Nichols, but she's only listed as assistant. Assistant at Global Studios in charge of large props and set pieces, and she's only 18. Imagine landing a job at like a film studio at 18. She must have been working here for like less than a year. I didn't see them again after that. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of girl do you think I am? What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Powers' alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue. A lead. Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just afternoon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? Wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't the security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Did Penny even have a role in the anime? I can't remember at all. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. So you sense that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think doesn't cut it as a witness testimony. Nick, what about that security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. Any thoughts about this? Sorry, I don't really want to think too much about what happened just yet. Present everything to everyone. What, you're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face. I want to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go here between those times? Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Ah! Alright, you better tell me, and tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. Her! She's not even a full-time employee! All you youngins are like that nowadays, running your mouths like there was no tomorrow, saying this and that and the other thing. Well, when I was young, let me tell you, we were doing things about two respecting your elders. Back then we did it was like crying, ashamed that you would say your weaves... And she yelled and run off. Actually, literally impossible to keep up with that. She left. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. Computer that runs the studio security cameras. Nick, maybe we could see that photo of Powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Yeah. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera that turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1, that was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of the security camera. I don't remember which one it was. There, entered. Nothing happened. Huh? Maybe I got the number wrong. Maybe we should go look at that camera again? .307. Okay, I'm gonna do the other one wrong. The other wrong one, just to see. Okay. There, entered. Hey, it printed out the data for that day. Let's see what we got. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back. Huh? October 15th, 2 p.m. Photo number 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day? Nope, that's the only one in the computer. Powers's ? Photo added to the court record. Hey, Nick. Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. We'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll just put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I give you credit for. Why, you could even be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So are we done for today? I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady? October 18th, 10 a.m., District Courtroom, courtroom number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Dude, that lady sucks at her job. Oh, don't worry. Well, good news. Well, I have good news in that regard. She doesn't keep that job for too long. Unfortunately, that means it means you see her in other jobs later on. A lot of other jobs. Technically. I guess technically she's not really part of the third game. She shows up in the third game, but she doesn't have the same role. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. Prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well, I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir, I'll explain with a guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. Why are we refusing to, name her, even though we know her name? All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then, after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Give me 1 second. Jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear was found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone would like to hear that again? Should I listen to the whole thing again? No! Why? I think I could probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. The spear was found stuck in the victim of the chest. Chest of the victim. What? Victim of the chest is what happens when I walk into when I notice a hot guy's bare chest and get distracted and end up walking into a flagpole or something. That's when I'm a victim of the chest. Chest of the victim. Am I dyslexic? What's happening to me? No, or am I having a stroke? I wouldn't be dyslexic because I could actually read the words. Oh, no, I know. What? Okay, fuck it. I'm trying to look for something, but can't find it. I'll have to look for it later. Might be 3% dyslexic. I don't know. Dyslexia is not something to joke about. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question, and that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. I don't have to actually cross-examine Gumshoe. Will the witness declare her name? Oh my, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please! Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. So just call me Grandma. It's practically my name. Even when my name was just Oldbag, it's just my name, dearie. See, I don't think someone will make fun of me just because of my name. Can you believe it? This boy was the captain of the chess club. He called me an old bag while I cried and cried because, you see, I had a crush on him. And objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. Sustained. Excuse me. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. Yeah, start a stream like me if you want to do that. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we could get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, see, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone had to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through there since the morning. Well, I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 p.m. when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now then, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me, because a certain man walked by me right at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was headed towards the studio. You saw the defendant, then, Very well, let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Well, we're just gonna jump right into it and present this. Objection! Let me get this straight, old bag. Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Miss Oldbag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't! Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this country is accusing you of that, witness. He's having a trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Oh, nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? You mean Edgeworth is surprised? The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all information in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know? Everyone would be so nosy. You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Wow, old Windbag has even left Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof, then. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props, and it was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty badly. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg, clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? So he had sprained his ankle. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Yeah, the earlier games seem to, like, always hint when you need to press. Later games, they kind of leave it to you to figure it out. Trip and fall? Yes, and to think, he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped make it better? I kissed it where it hurt. Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. May continue your testimony. He broke one of the props. It was a big... Wait. He broke a prop. Sure did. His own samurai spear. His samurai spear, the murder weapon. Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. Better write this down in the court record. Break in the shaft had been mended with duct tape. Duct tape? Duct tape. Alright. Even the judge is like, no, yeah. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained? Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch. That's the nap. That's the nap, excuse me. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot, okay. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me. Which is, where is the Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. And it's clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Are you sure you're right, Honor? Are you sure you're sure, Honor? Hold it right there. We keep talking about possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. Witness's account continued. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studios before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to have been the Steel Samurai who did this. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. What about before you got to the guard station? You mean before 1 p.m.? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. Oh, so I guess her shift just didn't start till 1, so she was joining everyone else. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Yeah, that main gate that's not even as tall as the car? Yeah, no, definitely not stopping anyone from getting in. Yes, Karma. Absolutely do that. That's a good idea. I love that little, I love that meme. You like kissing boys, don't you? Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them. Watching someone finish Persona 3? Oh my god. When did, from what part did they start at? Because that ending is like 2 hours long. That final battle is an hour long. You'll be seeing me do that when the remake comes out. Yeah, exactly. You like kissing birds, don't you? Are you sure? The witnesses answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness. I think he started on floor 258 or whatever, not a Persona player yourself. I mean, so if you started watching from inside Tartarus, then yeah, that was a long ending. that ending sequence is so long. At least Persona 5 has the decency to split up that last fight into like multiple spots so that you could save between them. Because I mean, the thing with the fight drags, yes, it does. Persona 3's final battle it's cool thematically, but man, it is not fun to play sometimes. Like, it gets old. You don't want to sit through it. I'm hoping that when P3 Reload comes out next year, they fix that, or at least make it significantly shorter. Or give you checkpoints. Persona 3 was definitely like a growing pain spot for the Persona series, because then 4 and 5 just went so much harder. Though, I will say Persona 3's story is probably the best of the three. It's the most mature. That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy. Edgy boy? Old Windbag sure has balls, or, well, you know what I mean. Old Windbags have a way of skipping over important details, after all. Or for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps? Wow! Phoenix. How do you know that? Didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective, and then after some rubbish about it being a secret, pal, he told me everything. I see Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officers' fondness for donuts. Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all. Nobody suspicious looking. Right. Huh. Oh! Photo number 2. Yeah, this is kind of where I start getting fuzzy on what I have to present and where. I've played all these games, but I still don't fully remember, like, every press and present. Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture. And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station recalls all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Even I know that it means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2. Photo number 2? The computer only held data for one photo in that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it was really the only photo? Order, order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there's only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself. You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help. Huh? But believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Huh, some help you are. You're a whippersnapper, too. Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Miss Oldbag? Ah, that's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai. Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. Oh, I see. Your testimony, please. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day. Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny, I've only just remembered it. Right, anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. You just kind of go around in circles here, the other person. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased? Huh, a fanboy. Fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys, real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. Wait a second, didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain? I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids. Children. Whippersnappers. Kids? So on the photo you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What? Order! Order! Let me get this straight. You saw two people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. Whoa. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh yes, well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy. Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will now take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information, and no forgetting vital information this time. Whew. October 18th, 11:08 p.m. Excuse me. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 3. Look at they just changed the numbers arbitrarily, but nothing's different in them. Mr. Powers? Yes. Tell it to me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping. Honest. So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a God damn it. I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So, where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick, what are we going to do? First we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we could get another day. Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. Imagine, Mr. Powers, how much the costume sells for on eBay, yeah? Could be a kid. If it was a kid, they might have broken and dragged the costume out despite how heavy it was. Maybe. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on the matter? Prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there's still no one else around that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty on the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Order. Interesting. Let us hear you have a mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who's obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right. Great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. So who is this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the murder? It's obviously not the grade school boy. I think it's the assistant girl. It was the assistant. The Steel Samurai costume was in his dressing room. She stole it, and in doing so, she became the Steel Samurai. So you're saying the Steel Samurai in this picture is really the assistant? That's correct, Your Honor. If you're serious, you've got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo? Wasn't the Steel Samurai a little late? He was a little lame. He was dragging his foot. Oh, uh-oh. Bad feeling time. Remember the testimony concerning Mr. Powers' injury. She was cleaning up backdrops. Oh. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. The assistant knew nothing of Mr. Powers' injury. She could look the Steel Samurai look with the costume. But she couldn't make the Steel Samurai walk. She wouldn't have limped. That kind of takes legs out from under the case, doesn't it? Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I'll have to penalize you as warned by my first penalty. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. You made it and sent it. That's pretty accurate. Looks good. Can't show that. I don't know how to pull up. I don't know how I can pull up an image like that. Again, OBS does not have drag and drop. It's very annoying. May we move on, Mr. Wright? This fight isn't over yet. If you would, Your Honor, one more chance, please. Very well, go ahead. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Who? The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about this morning's injury. That morning's injury. Maybe because they'd been watching the action run-through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about that injury. The security lady, Oldbag. What? Whippersnapper? Sorry, one second. Order! Is this true, Oldbag? Oldbag, that's Miss Oldbag to you. Miss Oldbag was standing guard at the main gate, alone. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume. Stop saying steal twice! Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go to the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the figure at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. Who's Sherlock Holmes? I don't remember that. I don't remember anyone named Sherlock Holmes. I remember Herlock Sholmes from the Great Ace Attorney. Attorney? Oh, God. Yeah, exactly. It's Herlock Sholmes. Now, who the fuck is Sherlock Holmes? That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some damning new evidence? They could say the name here. Well, I mean, they can't use the character. They could use the name in passing, but you know they can't. Like, they can't portray the character. Him just saying the phrase Sherlock Holmes isn't going to get him in trouble, or isn't going to get Capcom in trouble, which is just funny in retrospect because they had to change the name to Herlock. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? Prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it? Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there. Do something. It's my move. Maybe now's my chance to take the whole way. Give Granny a break. Press further. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forgot that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive, too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy. The one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler, though, as you said. 2nd or 3rd grade, was it? That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds, tops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Or is it nice to be nice to the kids and mean to your elders' day, whippersnapper? I have proof. But proof? Indeed, then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows that the boy could not have committed this murder? Take that! The scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, you need a card key to enter Studio 1. How could a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key? I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? Windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Windy... What was her name? Something Oldbag, Your Honor. Well, she's right there. And the prosecution will look further into this Oldbag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wait a second. I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me. I'm talking. Oh, great. Stop the presses. The Windbag wants to talk. Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about? But by whom? Huh? It wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify. My lips were sealed. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not going to let them get away scot-free. Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the Oldbag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Who are these people? Well, the director and the producer, for starters. The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action with the scene without a director? Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it. Oh my god! The director. Oh, fucking hell, I forgot about him. Wait until you see the director. So where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime, and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? There was a Studio 2? Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and go all the way to the left. Path where the monkey's head was fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue this cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but... Your Honor, we've learned that there were others at the Global Studios in the day in the question... We learned that there are others at Global Studios in the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it's impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Mr. Oldbag, and more information about these other people we've just been told of. I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. October 18th, 1:04 p.m. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Man, Edgeworth, you good? Aw, really, it's nothing. Grin. Or should I say, sniff. Come on. We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and the producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get some material for cross-examination. So, Nick, have we figured out just who it was in that Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old Windbag. I kind of feel sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right, we'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks, guys. His chest hair, though. Yeah, is right. Day 2. October 18th, Wright and Company Law Offices. Whew, what a day. This is no time for relaxing, Nick. Say, you think WP's got a chance? I guess that really depends on the people we found out about in today's trial. The director and the producer. Yeah, them. Well, what are we doing here, then? Let's get to the studios. I don't think these change from day to day. It's from case to case. Yeah. What do you think we should do? What do I... Huh? Why don't we do what you just said? We gotta go get the scoop on this director and producer. Oh, right. Then there's no point hanging out here. That's what I've been saying. Let's get to those studios pronto. We don't have enough information to make a case yet. That's the exact same thing you said yesterday. Just admit it. You don't have a clue what happened. There's not enough information. I don't know why, like, Phoenix has to grill her like that on that specific point. Hey, see this? You really like showing that off, don't you, Nick? Wish I had my own samurai spear. Give me my own personal pincushion, Nick. Me? Why me? Sorry, I don't know how to help. Whatever. You know what? What if this really was Mr. Powers? Yeah, it's hard to say. We don't really know anyone else it could be. Seriously doubt it was the old windbag. So Mr. Powers is lying? He doesn't seem the type, does he? Curiouser and curiouser. Hey, you still have that. Great. Well, we couldn't get into the scene of the murder without it. And its owner isn't missing in its missing it in his detention cell. Poor old WP. Sorry, I don't know how that will help us figure this out. That's what she said. That's what she said. She said it. Oh, Mr. Wright, thank you for earlier. Not at all. We got lucky, to tell you the truth. You could say that again. Let's not. So, WP, do you have any leads that might get us going in the right direction? Sorry, but no. Be sure to tell us anything that comes to mind, no matter how small. We can't rely on getting lucky again tomorrow. Yes. Excuse me. Thank you for showing me that, whatever it is. I wish I could think of some way I could help you. Sorry. We found this card key in your dressing room. Oh, that's mine, yes. Can people outside the studios get these cards? I don't think so. Even I have to return the card. Once the show's done filming, that is. Huh. Finding this photograph. Yes? This really, truly, absolutely isn't you, right? Right. I was sleeping in my dressing room the whole time, honest. But who else could have worn it? Your costume was in your dressing room? Yes, I guess they snuck in and took it while I was asleep. But who? Like this theme, it's so slowed, yeah. It's like a slow, sad theme. The Detention Center themes are good. I like two's theme is really good. 2 for Spirit of Justice has a good one. Dual Destinies has a good one. They're all pretty good. I'm not a big fan of 3's. 3's is kind of like the only, like, not really that okay one. Regarding the murder weapon. Yes? Is it heavy, that spear? It's pretty hefty, yeah. I don't think the average person would be able to swing it around effectively. And that's the spear that broke or something during the morning run-through? Oh yes, I goofed on a round kick, you see. Broke the spear. Security lady fixed it for me right away, though. With duct tape, we heard. Do our fanboys sneak into the studios that often? No, not that I know of. That security lady's pretty strict with them. But in today's testimony, didn't you say they were often hanging around? The kids really, really love the Steel Samurai. They sneak past when she's not looking, I guess. Was the director present at the morning run-through? Yes, he was. He was directing how the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate should move. Why didn't you tell us that before? Well, just the studio asked us to keep quiet. It has nothing to do with this. I hate to repeat myself, but Nick here is a newbie lawyer, fresh off the bar. When he loses, he's going to lose big. I see. Whose side is she on? You aren't hiding anything else from us, are you? No, I sure hope not. Yeah, see, now this one's different. The guard monitors the visitor's room. He's not talking about Will Powers. Again, you can see his eye now. You couldn't see his eye in the DS games. Some real words, Maya, yeah. I think this is the chasing sequence. 2:16 p.m. Main gate. No one's here. Right, now that they have Miss Oldbag in custody. Guess they don't have anyone else to replace her. Hey, in the guard station, look, she left her donuts. What? I wasn't going to eat them. Yes, you were. Yes, I was. Main entrance of the studios. They probably have a police officer on patrol out there. Looks like a studio van. Probably use it to carry around the film equipment. Oh, okay, no. They do have it set up correctly, so that, like, you go... Wait. Right from here's the employee area. Okay. But see, if you're walking in this way, then right is this way. It doesn't make any sense. Because the main gate is up there. We're walking in down. That means, and that's the gate into the studios. So that means the studios would be right from where you walk in. Not left, as it says here. See? It doesn't make any... It's literally the opposite of what they say it is. Huh. Looks like it's been turned off for the day. Yeah, the bird noises are good. Why weren't there bird noises in the other area before? Look, it's that assistant girl. Hey. Hi, WP's lawyers, right? I heard about the trial. Great job, guys. Oh, don't mention it. Is it true they caught the security lady? Is you're making your directional dumb brain overheat? Don't worry about it. Don't think about directions. You don't need to worry about those, ever. Oh. Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain. You mean that one? Wow, what a mess. I know. I'm not so good with handiwork. Some assistant, right? Guess who got lost in buses? I'm guessing you. Yeah, but you do work on the props and the backdrops, right? Right. Just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them. Oh? Oh, well, I'm sure these things happen. Nothing to worry yourself about. You're right. I won't. Personally, I think she should at least worry a little bit more. If you excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Miss Oldbag. Right, see you later then. Good luck with your investigation. Looks like a castle, probably Neo Tokyo Castle. Electric bicycles. Storage room. So the fanboy they were talking about in the trial today, he came in through that drain? So it seems. Guess they covered it up in a hurry. Hey, Nick! If that drain's covered, the boy won't be able to get in. Yeah, I think that was the idea. I feel kind of sorry for him, though, don't you? What, you want to rip the grate off? Really, Nick? We can? Whoa, she's serious? Uh-oh. Well, I guess some things are just made to be broken. Yeah, you know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes. Sometimes. Hi-ya! There. That should make the kids happy. The things we do. Oh, that's actually slightly different. Okay. Oh, too bad it's sold out. Hey, Nick, let's go in. Maybe there'll be something else to steal. Hey, we're not thieves. We did take that card key. We borrowed that. There's a difference. This is where the Steel Samurai costume was on the day of the murder. That's what Mr. Powers says, at least. I guess they snuck in and took it while he was sleeping. But Nick, what if Mr. Powers hadn't been sleeping? I wonder what the killer was planning on doing then. Huh. She's got a point. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap. Locked. Guess he doesn't open window. Regular costume. Oh my god, please. Wait, Nick. What now? These snacks, they're past the expiration date. Then don't eat them. They're snacks, they're meant to be eaten. And again, I'm caught on the friggin' bar at the bottom. Why? Mr. Powers' bag. I wonder what's inside. Hey, supermarket tabloids. Oh, I'm kind of shocked. Why, leave those alone. Wolfmen found on Mars. I'll have to buy that issue. Are they sexy wolfmen? Oh, Always in mirrors like this. Spiky hair. According to Maya, that wig was used in some old TV show. Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, get with the picture. Look, explain to me how you can identify a show just by seeing the wig. Everyone knows Mars is popular by biker mice. Yeah, exactly. Hey, yo, Nick is a furry? Maybe. I am kind of like samurai movies. Kinda. Oh, hello. Oh, you look a little out of place. It's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick. Wouldn't surprise me if you liked ponies after that one video series. Guess it's more of an alternative fashion kind of thing. I almost missed that line. Gotta remember, there's no log in this game, so I can't reread it. Not really sure what that is, sorry. Wow, they gave a lawyer one of those card keys? Well, I'm sort of borrowing it. I see. You better be careful not to lose that. Very strict about those card keys here. Guess they're pretty good about keeping those out of outsiders' hands. Thanks, I'll be careful. Should you take a look at this? That's Mr. Powers. Why is he dragging his leg like that? What is this, anyway? Looks like she didn't know about the photo or the injury that morning. Never mind. Say, you work with the props, right? About the murder weapon. You mean the samurai spear? Yeah, it's still a prop, but it's heavy. I hate having to carry that thing around. So you'd have to be pretty strong to use it as a weapon, it sounds like. Why is Mr. Powers the only person I can think of? So how are the studios doing? There's police wandering around everywhere. It's terrible. They won't even let me clean up. Don't want me disturbing evidence. I haven't even cleaned up our lunch plates from the day of the murder. You mean those plates with the steak bone? Those plates with the steak bones left over on them in the employee area? Yeah. Can you believe it? Do kids sneak in here a lot? Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. He's always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures. You should see old Windbag's eyes flash when she sees him. Mr. Powers is a grade A himbo. Cute himbo. God damn it. She's a bit of a trouble catching him, though. Bit of a trouble? The director et al. I heard something at the trial today. They said the director and producer were here on the day of the murder. Oh, sorry. I was in the props storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here, though. The studio's head seemed pretty eager to keep us quiet. So they were trying to protect the director? The protector? More the producer, really. Producer's our real star here. She saved these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it wasn't for that producer. The producer, huh? Hey, Nick. Looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. You're right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion at today's trial. So, Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about at the trial today? It was down the path with a fallen tree, right? Yeah, I think that's what they said. Maybe the director and the rest of them are here today? Are there today? Now's our chance, Nick. Let's go check it out. In the trial, they said Studio 2 was down this path. Monkey Head is in the way, so should be able to... Monkey Head is in the way, but we should be able to get by it without a problem. This Monkey Head's real heavy. Well, it did knock over that tree when it fell. Both of these, the monkey tree and the monkey head and the tree, fell on the day of the murder, didn't they? Yeah, that's what Detective Gumshoe said. I'm bushed. Maybe I'll sit down for a bit. This is exactly why I don't want to get old, ever. Hey, I'm still young. I'm just tired. Nick, when you start having to say I'm still young, you know it's all over. But I am still young. It says welcome. They let people in here when they're not filming, right? Nick, let's come here someday. What do you say? Sure, if that security lady lets us in. As a security camera automatically takes pictures of people. Took 2 pictures on the day of the murder, but before the actual time of death. One of them was the Steel Samurai. The other was a grade school boy. Doesn't seem to be switched on today. Why don't they put his head back on? Maybe we should ask the assistant? Not sure we really want her to fixing anything. And you probably need a crane to move that thing. Probably so. Entrance to Studio 1. That's where they found Jack Hammer's body. Okay. I don't really want to be in here. Yeah, it's a murder scene. I want to go someplace else, Nick. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on your narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. I read that one. I read the I don't think that one changed. Hey, smile, Nick, you're a star. Stop that. Old. Funny, I expect a stat. Okay. Guess the costume must absorb most of it. Why can't I examine that bag? Outside Studio 2. October 18th, Studio 2 entrance. This place is deserted. Eek! In the neck! What was that noise? It sounded like it came from inside the trailer. Someone must be inside. Hello? No answer. Pretty suspicious if you ask me, Nick. Let's go in. I'm not sure we should be barging in. Huh. It's locked. What? Don't we have a key? No. But there's probably one in the guard station at the main gate. And what are we waiting for? Let's borrow it. They'll let us. There's some flowers here. So pretty. They're taking good care of these. Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. Trailer door. It's locked. Key's probably in the security guard station. Doubt they'd let us borrow it, though. On closer inspection, the trailer looks like it's been here for a while. Look at this part of some temporary film set. This is like materials for making a movie set. They've been sitting here for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard. A light van for moving staff and equipment around. They've kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it'd run fine. Let's go for a drive. Sure, if I had a license. Nick, you don't have a driver's license? But look, I have this. the way he's like, I have a lawyer's badge. Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick? An incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. Big 2 painted here. That's probably because this is Studio 2? Probably, though it doesn't look like anything like a studio. Looks like 2 people ate here, but there's nothing left on the plates. Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too. What is it with steaks around here? Hey, there's always room for steak, but something does seem out of place. What? I don't know, it just feels odd. Huh. See the computer that runs security cameras. Oh, please don't touch anything in there. Security lady would knock the stuffing out of me if she knew. Nick showing his lawyer's badge is like a nerd showing his library card. It's pretty endearing. I really want the key to that trailer. Maybe next time. Now what do we do? Oh god, here we go. What the fuck are you? Who's you dudes, Lamau? Huh? Wait, you first. Who are you? You look pretty suspicious to me. Whatever, lamers. How could you not know the great Salmonella? I make lead shows. The Steel Samurai? Mine. RTFC. Read the film credits. Really? You're the Salmonella? Oh no, it's Francis again. Yep. I'm so sorry. You look so... sorry. No, quite alright, really. It's fine, Ruffle. What is it? You know, on closer inspection. Yeah, hot, slobber. Just a reminder that in this game, Maya is 17. Hey, you do a lot of cosplay? Because that costume rocks soars. Rock soars? What? Hey, you're drooling! Huh? Lol. Buffer overrun. Pant. You've triggered my creative powers. How's he talking numbers? Yeah, I guess at the time, the age of consent in Japan and all that shit. I don't know. It's still gross, though. Maya inspired his next character. True. Bitch slap him. Oh, yes, it's coming to me. Pink Princess. The sequel to the Steel Samurai. Pink Princess, warrior of little old Tokyo. Raffle, Lamau. Pink Princess? Why's it gotta be little old Tokyo? Why can't it have a cool name like Neo Old Tokyo? A counterpoint, this isn't technically Japan anymore. Yeah, that's also true. Also, he's just, you know, he's getting an idea for a show. He's not hitting on her. Maya, we really need to talk about cool. Did you notice anything unusual on the day of the murder? Oh, I know who you dudes are. That security lady told you about us, huh? That's right. It was a pretty regular day. We had a run-through for an action scene in the morning. Then a meeting from lunchtime in the Studio 2 trailer. Yeah, he's all hot, yeah. It's a little uncomfortable, in retrospect. I was so busy, I didn't even get a chance to eat lunch, sad face. I don't like how he slobbers. Yeah, the only one who should be doing that is you, Karma. Ah, got him. The director, age 32, named Salmonella, creator of the Steel Samurai, present on the day of the crime. Why are they just listed by their titles when everyone else gets their name? A T-bone steak, was it? Yeah, sucksores. I hate missing out on food. Nick, what does sucksores mean? No idea. Anyway, I was in a meeting from noon until after 4. With the producer and some bigwigs from the network. Mr. Hammer's time of death was estimated to be 2:30 p.m. If he's telling the truth, that meeting gives him an alibi. About the producer who was at the meeting with you. Oh, you mean Dee Vasquez? She's a genius, mad skills all the way. Scary though. She brought these studios back from the brink of destruction. She's the one who made it possible for me to make the Steel Samurai. You had a meeting with her on the day of the murder, right? Yeah, we were together from noon till 4 p.m. the whole time. Who exactly are these bigwigs people keep mentioning? Oh, the boss over at the network and some sponsors, also a few production guys. They piled into a limousine and got here right around noon. Major tension. Sweats. Were all of them here with you the entire time? Yeah, unfortunately. They're all gray-haired geezers. Scowl. Sounds like they'd all be reliable witnesses. I try not to pay much attention to things that don't interest me. LOL. Why are you staring at me like that? This is WP, right? How do you know? Well, look, he's obviously dragging his foot. Oh, right, the director would know about the injury. He was there. Alright, I'm ready to leave here and not talk to him. No! Aha! You again. Ah! How rude, acting like you've seen a ghost. You certainly got back to your post quickly. Oh, the police took me away, they did. They pulled out a spare Steel Samurai costume, told me to put it on, can you imagine? How could I, a sweet little old lady, wear a giant suit like that? Mr. Powers is pretty tall. As soon as they saw there was no way I could wear it, they let me go. Guess that would rule out her being the murderer. Anyway, know this, whippersnappers, this old lady never forgets a slight or insult. And you won't get any information out of me. My lips are sealed. You sure are talking for a lot for someone with sealed lips. Starting now. 1, 2, 3. This lady's too much. About the kid you saw. If I see him again, I'm taking him down. Nick, look at her eyes. She's serious. About the director who was here on the day of the murder. If I see him again, I'm taking him down. Nick, I think she's losing it. I feel like she's not going to respond well to anything I show her now. Wait, what am I supposed to do now? Hey, no touching. Guess I better investigate there later. Where the hell am I supposed to go? Oh. Hey! Hey, wait! I'll bet he came into that drain. Hey, I'm Kiddio. What's your name, sport? I'm not a kid, so don't talk to me like that. Uh-huh, but you are a kid. What a rude little brat. There's no way, that's no way to talk to an adult. I don't see no adults here. Hippie fashion chick. Hippie fashion? Nick, I think I'm being mocked. Gotta hand it to Maya, she's pretty sharp and pretty mad. I'm Cody Hackins. Call me Kiddio again and I'll cut you down where you stand, evildoer. So you're a fan of the Steel Samurai? How dare you utter that name, evildoer? What do you mean? We're on the Steel Samurai's side. Ha ha, you can't fool me. Okay, then what's the last line said by the innkeeper in episode 8? Ha, easy. Like some fries with that? Not bad, Kiddio. Watch it. What are they doing? Say, you heard anything about the incident the other day? You were here, weren't you? Did you see anything? He always, the Steel Samurai always wins, always! Yeah, I saw him, I saw everything. What? But no way am I telling you losers. What? Wait, let me go! He's gone. Huh? Something fell off the table when he bumped into it on his way out. A bottle? Why was this sitting here, I wonder? Found on the table in the employee area. The label reads sleeping pills. Anyway, what was that kid saying? He saw everything. God damn it. Anything about this? Nope. Gotta press everyone. Huh? Where's that old windbag? Odd of her to leave her post. Hey! Nick, that was her. So stop, whippersnapper! Yeah, sounds like she's back chasing after that boy. Natch! Uh-oh, she tripped. Maya sure looks happy. Hey, Nick. Now's our chance. Let's check out the guard station. Good idea. Oh, this is it, Nick. The trailer key. Double-sided. It's got a... What's the alarm on it for? The key to that trailer in Studio 2. We'll be borrowing this, right, Nick? It doesn't look like an ID tag. That looks like an alarm button. Trailer key slipped in the pocket. Wonder if the key we borrowed from the guard station will work. It opened. Great, let's go in, Nick. She seems eager all of a sudden. Well, you first, Nick. Not that eager. Trailer. October 18th, Studio 2 trailer. Eek! Someone's in here. Names. Our names? We're WP's lawyers, and, I see. And who might you... D. Vasquez, the producer. D. Vasquez, she's quite beautiful. I'm not interested. Discount Bayonetta. She looks like she's seen some shit, yeah. Looks like they were designing a set to use for the Steel Samurai show. They've got some figures to figure out how much the set costs. Can't believe they spend that much money on those sets. Glass is frosted, can't see outside. This far into October, the dimming daylight makes it feel like winter's coming. Another old movie poster, The Singing Samurai, starring Jack Hammer. What the hell do samurai sing about? Chopping off heads? Oh my god. That movie was the best. It's about a samurai who sings his way to fame and fortune. Mr. Hammer was a very accomplished singer, you know. Singing samurai stars. What's next? Ninja Ballet? Samurai Summer, starring Jack Hammer. This poster's quite old. Wow, it's been years since I saw that show. It was one of those typical summer romance stories, but it was great. A typical summer romance with a samurai and a horse? An old movie poster, Dynamite Samurai, starring Jack Hammer. Guess Mr. Hammer used to be quite the star. Ah, sorry. Nothing in here that could be a clue. Just some paper cups and crumpled documents. What about that Gatorade on the table? This is where they had that meeting. There are cups and paper There are cups and paper. There are documents and paper cups scattered around. Why does this have 6 legs? This table. Why are there legs in the middle? Or is it like you pull out another table from there? Careful, like ninja ballets might be in the past with old Sherlock Holmes. Very quiet in here. I was wondering if you could tell me about the day of the murder. Deadly Cutsman, yeah. Deadly Cupsman. Miss Vasquez? Script. Excuse me? Script. I'm looking for a script. A script? The Steel Samurai, episode 13. I need it. Could we ask you a bit about the day of the murder? I need to read it. We're getting nowhere fast. We'd really like to ask you about the Steel Samurai. Miss Vasquez? It's on TV every week. That's all I have to say about that. Nick, she's telling us to go watch TV? The nerve of her. Hey, don't get mad at me. Ah, shit. About the director, Salmonella, was it? What exactly is his role here? Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. I'm looking for a script. Can't be bothered with anything else. Nick, are all people in the entertainment business this weird? It's starting to look like it. Nick, let's get out of here. Isn't there someplace else we have to check? Yeah. Wait. Yes? If you see Manila, give him this. Why do we have to do your errands? I don't think I like her. Don't cry. She'll take it as a sign of weakness. Alright, we'll give it to him if we see him. Memo reads, bring me the script for episode 13. Age 34. High-ranking producer at Global Studios. Present on the day of the crime. She looks way older than 34. Cody Hackins is 7. Big fan of the Steel Samurai. Present at the studio on the day of the crime. Salmonella is 32. Present on the day of the crime. She is likely under a lot of stress, yeah. Being the bigwig she is. Here, I got this from the producer. Huh? Bring me the script for episode 13. Episode 13. Where did I put that one? I must have left it somewhere. Sweats. Uh-oh, my ass is pwned if I don't find it. Nick, it might be quicker to just look in all the places where he's likely to have been. I agree. Why are you in Mr. Powers' trailer? Chainsmoker with the Atlantic City sort of accent. No, she's not like the fucking Atlantic City mother. Fucking Gary. She's much more refined. Oh, it's probably in Studio 1. We're back at the scene of the crime. Let's find what we need and get out of here quick, Nick. Quick, Nick. Hey, look. That's the chair the director sits in. Always wanted to sit in one of these. The director. Maya, take a look around that chair, would you? Remember this is the script the director was looking for? Didn't he say he left it somewhere? Aha! Found it, Nick. The script. Good work. Steel Samurai script. Cover reads Episode 13. Can't read it, though. That would be way too much work. Here, we found it. Your script. Ah. Script handed to D. Vasquez. You're not going to talk to us? Quiet. I'm reading. Just you hold on. What's the big idea? Who do you think we are, anyway? Who do you think you are, anyway? And do you even know who we are? Powers as lawyers. Right. Am I a suspect? No, it's just, well, no, but... You wanted to know about the day of the murder. Yes, anything you could tell us would be a big help. You know, there was a meeting here at noon. Yes, with the director and the people from the network. Correct. Now listen closely. None of the people in this trailer that afternoon went to Studio 1. It was impossible for us to leave. Impossible? Why? The path was blocked. The path? I'm not interested. Blocked path. The day of the murder, the path that leads here was blocked? You saw Mr. Monkey on the way here, correct? Why did it pull up the present thing? Present thing? That's weird. I think that was a glitch. Mr. Monkey? The monkey with the broken head. Oh, right, that. What an original name. Its head fell over in the wind on the day of the murder. They didn't start moving the head out of the way until after 3 p.m. It was after 4 p.m. by the time the path was unblocked. Capiche? Everyone in this trailer was stuck here until that path was cleared. Stuck in this trailer. Stuck until after 4. Hammer died at 2:30. Thus none of us could have gone to Studio 1. What? It's true. A crane came just after 3 to move the head. We called some people in to clear the way. I'm sure they'd corroborate my story. But wait, what if the head fell over after 2:30 p.m.? Then you could have all gone to Studio 1. 2:30, the time of death. Very well. Come. That's Mr. Monkey. When it wasn't broken, it announced the time in ooks. 1 ook per hour. Ook, ook, ook. Always with the ooking. It is a monkey, after all. Check its head. The clock inside stopped when it broke. Nick, it stopped at 2:15. 2:15. That's right. This path was blocked until 2:15, from 2:15 till after 4. Therefore, we're innocent. Mr. Hammer died in Studio 1 at 2:30. See? Goodbye. Mr. Monkey's head data added to the court record. Block the path of the scene of the crime from 2:15 to 2:04. What do we do, Nick? There wasn't anyone who, besides WP, who could have killed Hammer. It's over. We're finished. Sure doesn't look good. Guess we should head back to the office and plan our strategy. Now what? We're fresh out of clues. Everyone's alibi is watertight. We don't even have any promising leads. Things are looking pretty grim. It's a little early for giving up, don't you think? Whoa! It's a little early for giving up, don't you think? Huh? You've got one lead. Mia, it's you! What took you so long? Sorry, Phoenix. Maya has trouble calling me in unless she's really in trouble. Right. Oh, wait. I guess that means we're really in trouble. I'd say so. What'd you mean by we have one lead? The boy, of course. How would Mia know all this? Like, can she see all this from the spirit world or wherever? I try not to read the duplicate dialogue. I don't know, he didn't sound like he was going to help us at all. I'm sure you could find some way of bringing him over to your side. Either way, we should go back to the studios. That boy is our last hope, Phoenix. Thanks, now I'm even more worried than I was before. So what's the best thing to do from here? I need to get to the studio and talk to that boy. You don't have enough information to make a case yet. Where have I heard that phrase before? So that's where Maya got it from. Showing me that doesn't do any good. You know what they say, dead men don't tell tales. Fucking Gary. You sure are talking enough. Oh, maybe I could get the name of the movie. Oh, hey! Mia, what's the name of this movie? That movie? Oh, I'd sure like to see that one again. It's, what was it again? Sorry, it's right on the tip of my tongue. Let me guess, it's a suspense thriller? My poor plant, it looks so sluggish! Have you been watering it properly, Phoenix? Well, Maya has, actually. I think maybe she's giving it too much. Oh, Maya. Sorry, Charlie. Plant's name is Charlie? It's a nice day outside. The hotel across the way is always full these days. There's the bellboy, happily cleaning the room. Well, that didn't get us anywhere. Guess Mr. Powers isn't questioning. Oh well. Let's try again another day, Phoenix. Alright, I remember what role Mia has to play here. October 18th, Global Studios, main gate. What's wrong? Whippersnapper. She's been chasing that boy this whole time? When I catch him, sounds like she hasn't had any luck catching him. I got a hostage now, Whippersnapper. A hostage? What happened to the boy? If I see him again, I'll lay him flat. My, what a violent old lady. Actually, I met with the director just now. My heart. I don't feel so good. Is she okay? Before I go, I'd like to visit the place where poor Hammer died. Right, she was always saying she wanted to visit the studio where he died. What's this about a hostage? When that boy was running away, I dropped this and ran. He'll come back for this one. It's kind of hard to understand her with all that huffing and puffing. Phoenix, that hostage might be what we need. Cody might talk to us if we give him that. Good idea. Miss Oldbag, might I? No. I'm catching that brat if it's the last thing I do. Phoenix, do you have anything you might trade with her? A trade? I wonder. Hey, that's a card. Studio 1. Right, a card key to Studio 1. I could visit poor Hammer. I'd like to visit. He knew he died. I was his fan. You don't have your own card, Miss Oldbag? Studio 1 isn't my turf. You'll let me borrow it then. If I give the card key, I won't be able to get into Studio 1. Why don't you let her borrow it, Phoenix? I guess it can't hurt. Here you go, Mister. Here you go, Miss Oldbag. Card key lent to Miss Oldbag. Listen to me, Sonny. I don't like having debts to no whippersnappers. You take this and we're even. Deal? What's this? A Steel Samurai trading card? That sneaky kid dropped it. I figure it's pretty important to him. Thank you. I may have a use for this. This must be the hostage she was talking about. Trading card. Apparently these are really popular with kids these days. Right. I'm off. There she goes, hobbling towards the studio. She's not here anymore. It's a hollow first edition Charizard card. First edition Steel Samurai card. Hey, you, wait a sec. Phoenix, was that the boy? Yeah, his name's Cody Hackins. I think he ran into the dressing room. He's sure to be in here somewhere. Found you. Damn it, he's getting away. Come back. There, he's back. How did she... Hey there, would you mind helping us out? Guess what this kid's personality is? Please? I'm Cody. Hello, Cody. I'm Mia. Mia Fey. Nice to meet you. Yo! And I'm Phoenix Wright. Who asked? Phoenix, you could take it from here. I'm not so sure I'm qualified. Yeah, he's that kind of kid. Steel Samurai's so cool. I think he's the bomb. They put the period in the quotation mark there. Ha! What would a lamer like you know about the Steel Samurai? Hey, watch it with that attitude. Phoenix, you really shouldn't yell like that. He's only a kid. Yeah, don't yell it like that. I'm only a kid. Yeah, don't yell like that. I'm only a kid. There's no punctuation after that. Getting really hungry. I'm gonna have to stop soon. So, do you know anything about what happened here? Could you tell me, please? I don't know nothing. Looks like a little persuasion's necessary. Maybe a bribe? Cody, this look familiar? Hey, my UR! Your UR, huh? UR, you know, ultra rare? That card's really hard to get. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. I'll give you this, if you help me. But it's my card. By offering me something I already own, you're in effect eschewing the very basis of our consumer society, namely the principle of fair trade. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. What do they teach these kids in school these days? Quantum physics? Whatever, I don't need that card. Huh? I got a double. Just keep it, it's yours. What? After I went through all that trouble? If you really want it, you can find me a really rare card. Really rare? You mean there's something rarer than ultra rare? Ultra rare premium cards are way rarer than ultra rare cards. Come on! Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. Premium rare... Why do I feel like we're talking about steaks? And again, it brought me back to the presentation screen. What's that? Boring! Man, how could one person be so lame? If you were a superhero, you'd be lame-o, man. Samurai spirit's really cool. I wish I had one too. This kid and Maya would get along great. Hey, it's the Steel Samurai. Huh? Why is he dragging his foot like that? Where'd you get this anyway? Alright, we gotta find a card of some sort. Oh, I can't go to Studio 1 anymore. Oh, hi. Hello, what brings you here? Oh, well, I had to rearrange some stuff. Yes? The, girl with you, doesn't she seem a little different? Like, is she even the same person as before? Nope, she's the same as always. Same as always. Okay, whatever you say. Have you seen that fanboy since then? Nope. You missed it, though. Security lady was chasing around after the boy so fast, I thought she'd collapse. Of course, she got away in the end. Boy, was she mad. Actually, we just saw them. How's the old windbag doing? She was squeezing donuts through her clenched fists at the guard station. Some people take their jobs a little too seriously. Are all the posters on the wall here of Hammer? Yes, it's a really terrible loss for the studios. But its popularity had been waning recently, right? She has the senses, yeah. Then again, after what happened... After what happened? You mean you don't know about Hammer? No, what? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything. Wait, now you have to tell me. What happened with Hammer? I'm sorry. I'm probably not the one who should tell you. Uh-oh. Why do I get the feeling something's being covered up here? Do you know anything about this? Hey, that's a Steel Samurai trading card. I collect those, actually. I'm one card away from a complete set. Complete set. Yeah, a set of one of each card. Huh. Wait. Wait. That's it! That's the card I need! You don't know how long I've been looking for it. I don't care what kind of girl you might think I am. I need that card. Please, I beg you. Please trade with me. Trade with you? Yes, trade cards. Look, I'll even trade you an ultra-rare premium card. Trade me a... Huh? Yes, it's a good deal for your ultra-rare. Please! Phoenix, can you see that she's desperate? Well, what's everyone getting so excited about? Okay. Really? Thanks. And this is for you. An ultra-rare premium Steel Samurai collectible card. Very valuable. ERP card! It's an ERP card! Yahoo! There she goes. Doesn't doing good things like that make you feel great? Yeah, it does. Look at what happened with Pokemon cards, IRL. I mean, that's what happens with any trading card thing. Yeah, it's an... Okay. I don't like making gross noises on stream, but it's a... card. That would have been less offensive if I was actually drinking something, which I haven't done in a while. I need to hydrate. Why am I going around in circles? What is that face for? There's the $2 million magic card, yeah. See this card? Yeah, so wait, that's it! That's the last ultra rare premium card I need! Come on, give it to me, please, you gotta give it to me! Wow, I've never seen him morph so eager. Wait, what? What are you people... What are you saying in chat? Okay, cute bird. Hey, what's up? Cute bird? There's a cute bird. Why does this overload the encoding on OBS when I activate it? Wow, I've never seen him so eager. Right, okay, how about a trade? You're on! I'll give you a Steel Samurai Spear and throw in an Evil Magistrate to boot. No, not that kind of trade. I don't want cards, I want information. Huh? You sure? Fine by me. ERP card given to Cody. Should be Bird Gif is actually a spy. What? Okay, Phoenix, let's hear what he has to say. If he knows something that could help us, we can have him take the stand tomorrow. So, you like the Steel Samurai? He's so cool! I guess. You're judging him by his looks. You have to look at his actions and his life. I'm being lectured on life by a grade schooler. You like him too, don't you? Oh, me? Yeah, I love the Steel Samurai. So tell me what your favorite thing about the Steel Samurai is. His kind nature. Come on, think of something. I really like his, kind nature. What a guy. Totally! He looks so tough, but inside he's gentle as a kitten. Yeah, so what else do you like about him? Don't tell me I have to keep this act up. Will Power's acting. Whoa, I've never seen a full episode of that dumb show. Actually, I'm kind of a fan of Will Powers as well. Whoa, that's totally hardcore! You're calling me hardcore. So what else do you like about him? Don't tell me I have to keep this act up. Got to think of something. I like it when he vanquishes his foes. Yeah, Wazam! The Steel Samurai always wins. Always! Check this out, it's my fan album. What the? It's all pictures of the Steel Samurai. I go to every live performance. Those stupid publicity stunts where they beat each other up in public? I always take picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Check it out, my new digital camera. Wow, that's very impressive. That's the latest model, isn't it? This Game 1 Phoenix is so old, yeah. There's some, maybe you can make a PNG tuber for... Maybe, I don't know. Again, the PNG tuber thing... there's going to be a lot of work on that. I need a lot of commissions to fill that up. And I still haven't found people that are willing to do it, so... Kind of at a blank spot on that. You bet, lady. It's the one I just got for my birthday. Actually, I just got it for my birthday. My name is an album. Want to hear it? The Steel Samurai, Path to Glory. The Steel Samurai always wins. Always! Hey, if you want this, you can have it, lady. It's like when you stuck Animu video game pictures on your folder of school binder. I hate to say this, but yeah, I've done that at least once. Really? Are you sure? Yeah, I took these with a digital camera. I got all the data at home, so I can always make another one. Well then, I'm happy to accept. Thank you. It's photos of every victory seen in every battle the Steel Samurai has won. The path to glory. Looks like people always giving stuff to Mia. What a life. You were here on the day of the incident, right? Yeah. Did you see anything unusual? Cody. Cody, he needs to know because he's fighting for justice. Isn't that for the Steel Samurai's motto? For great justice? Take off every zig? You have to help us fight for great justice, too. I saw everything. Well, we might get some useful information out of him yet. Cody, I need to ask you something very important. What did you see on the day of the incident? Oh, wait, so no on the PNG... But how about something like the one you made for yourself? Here's the thing. Those are... Both of the ones you guys are talking about would be simple talking animations. I'm looking to have a much bigger project done for this. And because of that, I'm, like, reluctant to just take... Because, like, I've had offers for people to do small animations like that, and that would work fine with the PNG Tuber Plus program. If you haven't seen it yet, I mean, you have seen it. Everyone's seen it at this point. It would work well with that program I have that has like the you know, that I had the character bouncing up and down, because it works with that kind of animation. What I'm looking to do is make a much bigger project with more animations to it. I'm not opposed to having some frames done by specific people, but it's gonna be like a really big thing. And I have to, like, it's not something I'm going to ask people to do for me for free. That's for sure, because it's a lot of work. So I have to kind of, like, weigh the options here. But, I mean, I wouldn't say no to having more, like, PNG Tuber stuff. So I'm not going to necessarily say no to any of you. Absolutely not. But I would need to actually talk to you about it beforehand. What did you see on the day of the incident? Again, I'm not trying to shoot anyone down here. I'm just saying that the ideal one I have is going to be more interactive than just a single talking animation. I got here that day around 2 o'clock. I had to come into the woods out back so that old lady wouldn't see me. I got kind of lost, though. I was in there for maybe half an hour or so. Then I finally got to the studio. After that... What is it, Cody? The Steel Samurai killed the bad guy. He used his samurai spear, just like always. One shot, one kill. It happened so fast, I got scared. I went home after that. I see. It must have been hard for you. Man, you say those nice things, but it's so obvious you aren't speaking from the heart. Right. Mia? Yes? I think we could say for sure this means the Steel Samurai did it. True enough. And the director has an alibi, so it wasn't him. Indeed. So the only person left who it could have been is Will Powers. I have to admit it's kind of a shock. But if you put this boy in the witness stand, your client will be guilty for sure. Let's not call him then. I think that would be wise. Best to leave this one alone. Not so fast, pal! I heard everything. This boy here's a key witness. And he's under police protection, starting now. Come on, son. You got a rendezvous with me down at the precinct. No, I ain't going. Ah! That didn't go so well. We're back to 0 leads. And now we have a serious handicap in court. What are we going to do, Mia? Well, I really need to be going. Don't worry, Phoenix. I'm sure you'll be fine. Whoa. Come to the trial tomorrow, please. I need you there. Phoenix, can I ask you something? Do you really believe that Mr. Powers is innocent? Of course he is. That's all I wanted to hear. Excellent. I'll see you in court then. Great. Thanks, Mia. See you soon. To be continued. Oh my god, this way. Wait, where's parents? Don't they need to know? Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm sure they told his parents, like, oh, your kid's a witness in a trial. He has to come to the court tomorrow. I hate to say this, but once again, I'm not going to be finishing this in one day. One stream. If I didn't have to do the first part, maybe, but it's going to be after 3 soon, and I have to eat something. I did not eat a full dinner tonight. October 19th, 9:42 a.m. Defendant lobby number 1. Kid's been kidnapped by the police, and there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, Case 3 syndrome. He's getting grounded big time. Mr. Wright? Yes? Why do you look so unhappy? Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix, Klein is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. And if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked. We have to find something today, Phoenix. It's that or lose the trial. This isn't going to be easy. 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Oh man, I'm losing the voices. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today I would like to show evidence by proving they have nothing to do with the murder. Very well, you may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'll be that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Or that director. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude could you get? You don't know me. I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai, noob. Raffle. This is Salmonella. I'm a director, television. You were at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well, please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right, she doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. Day of the murder. I was at the studios from around 9 a.m. that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. The time of death of Mr. Whoa, where did the voice go there? I'm getting lightheaded. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. And according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at the time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Is that when you always come into work? Oh no, I come in at all sorts of hours. It's the industry way. Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry. Still, for FWIW, I was pretty busy that day, sad face. Tell us more about that. In the employee area? That's right. It was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. Was anyone else at that run-through? Oh yeah, the security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. Lol. She was cheering on Hammer, if you could believe it. She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope, just us 4. Why did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this. But WP twisted his ankle during the run-through, see? Oh right, thus the limp. Which of course led me to missing my lunch. Roffs. Roffs? Rolling on the floor, starving? What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak. The assistant cooks them up. Come to think of it, there were a plate with some bones on it in the employee area. Everyone else, meaning the witness, did not eat with them. So in the end, you didn't get to eat? Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix, yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? Actually, there's something bothering me. Mr. Manella, you just said now steak at least. So you ate something other than steak? Yeah, good call. I had some chocolate in my pocket, which I used to stave off starvation. I see. Is that all? I'm sure I was onto something there. Steak is eh. It has to be seasoned and cooked well for me. The way we eat steak around here, sometimes I'm not a big fan of it. It's kind of tasteless. Or dry. Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manila. What did you want? When you went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? No, good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I suspected as much. Steak isn't really a thing on your end, just skirt steak, mostly. Yeah. Carne. So what exactly did you eat it? We took a 1 break during the meeting. I wolfed it down then. A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. You didn't have to Karma. I mean, that could work. I'll give that a shot later. I'll program it into the thing. A mental image I'll carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press him a bit more on that one. You let your intrusive thoughts... Well, it is nice, thank you. But, I'll use it. Just gotta... I have to set it up, and that takes time. I'm not gonna do that now. You didn't take a single break? Well... Yeah, not a one. Sweats. What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? You know what? I think what I might be able to do... If I can work in the same way I worked that, that current PNG tuber thing... Maybe I could have that and some of the other ones be part of the new one. Like an option to become that one. We'll see. So what's he sweating about so much, I wonder? Only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Wait a second. Mr. Manila, you've just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate T-bone steak during a break? Oops. Oh. Well... Mr. Manila, what's all this about? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manila, your testimony, please. Uh-oh, Edgeworth is laughing. Yeah, for FWIW, we took a break. Raffle. But it was only for 15 minutes. 15, that's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to say commit a murder in Studio 1. Lol. That's still only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me. Steams. Sturbs. True. I don't think it would be even enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Only 15 minutes. What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak, what else? There were 2 plates on that table. Oh, right, the other one was D. Vasquez's plate. D. Vasquez, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes, it's quite a feat. Why is that? That's only just... Wait, what? Okay, that's all that is. I have to say, you look like a guy who gets through his meals pretty fast. Well, I was facing a cold, slightly chewy T-bone steak. Even I have to take my time eating that kind of food. LOL. Well, Phoenix, that testimony was too short of a ring to... that testimony... Oh my god, you could tell I've been doing this streaming for a while. That testimony was too short to wring any kind of useful information out of. All you have to do is prove that he was able to go to Studio 1 in that time. Oh great, is that all? How exactly did you take this break? I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45. 2:30? It's the time of his death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. Guess it's possible time-wise. There we go. Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? I had to have Edgeworth react to that first press. That's weird that it just cuts off, though. Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in this trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1. Well, Mr. Wright? Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give an answer. You claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1? I claim it, and I claim it loud. If I agree with that to let everyone on that trailer off the hook, then this trial's over. Mr. Powers will be found guilty for sure. The victim was murdered at 2:30, the exact same time of the break in the meeting. With 15 minutes, a murder certainly is a possibility. I suppose you might say that. Alright, I've got the judge thinking now. Oh wait, this is probably the wrong choice. I forgot about the blocked path. Never a dull moment with you, Mr. Wright. What's your point, Edgeworth? You've been doing your homework, haven't you? Look at the court record. Court record? Sure you knew that from 2:15 to 4, the path was from the studios was blocked. Mrs. Monkey's head fell across the path. Whoa, you're right! Mrs. Monkey. It's Mr. Monkey. The break in the trailer came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkey's head barred the way. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. No counter-argument, Mr. Wright? Then I'm afraid you lose this round. I believe we've seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manila from the stand. What? It's over? Very well, the court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it's also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence as he's the one who did it. If we have that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Order. I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear from your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. October 19th, 11:04 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi. Sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia? Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was still a chance. Only one thing has become clear in your cross-examination. People in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that, but I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? It kinda seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us, and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere, after all. Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. For the shorties. October 19th, 11:15 a.m. Courtroom number 4. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on. Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness! What? Just because you're all grown up and me don't mean you can push me around. Urgh. Cody? Answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady! I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. We see how that backfired immediately. Urgh. Witness, or I mean Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were at Global Studios on the day of the incident. You got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps about the beard over there? Just, Mr. Edgeworth will be fine. I prefer a bearded gentleman myself. A very, very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. Murph! My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain... Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet. But I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix. I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You'd better make a note of that in the court record. New digital camera. Cody always carries it, though he's still learning how to use it. Cody's camera. I mean, in real life, they would well, in real life, you don't have witness deliver testimony that's not already approved by, you know, the prosecution. All the testimony would be out before court happened, so a kid would never have to be dragged to court like this to be a witness. They would get the testimony out of him before the trial, and then they would just use that testimony during the trial. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court what you saw on the day of the incident. Witness's account. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kinda lost on the way, though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell ya. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. He has his camera. Does it depend on what the case is and how sensitive it is? I mean, maybe. I don't know the intricacies of how American courts would operate in that case. Gotta ask Legal Eagle. Legal Eagle, not a fan of Ace Attorney, by the way. He really did not like the first episode of the anime. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most of the adults we see in here, honestly. Yeah, you have it. Objection! Of course he wouldn't. Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? Have I told you the one about why sick birds are against the law? No, why? You were quite clear about that. Huh? Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh, was I putting on the pressure too much? That'd be illegal. Ha! That's a good one. That's a very good one. What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's 2016. How do you not know this? It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that? So you did have a camera. And did you use this camera? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well, please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. What I saw. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. Couldn't take my eyes off of it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules. wonder if IRL lawyers generally enjoy this. I know a couple of them do. Well, we watched that clip of the one lawyer overacting to the outdated autopsy report. Because when this game came out, I was in, college when it came out in America, and I thought to myself, I wonder if anyone's going to pursue a career in law because of this series. Oh, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Can't hack it. Cody Hackins can't hack it. So you're watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. You didn't turn away even once? No. Okay, then tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap. Something like that. He's still being vague about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. How should I play this? Grill him. Cody. What? Something's bothering me. Before you said you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah, so what? Yet you missed the most important part. Objection! What is the meaning of this? The witness has clearly stated what he saw, quite clearly. Objection! Let him cook, yeah. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? Ugh. My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurais fight. But you missed the most important part, the killing blow. He's got the box. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? That's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you. You can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why couldn't he watch the climax of the fight? Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? Oh, that's Phoenix saying that. Take that! Here's my proof. What's that, the camera? The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that, too. Ah! Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the most critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey! Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? Got a thing for picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there's no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight, and that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet, so you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right. Mia means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us more about your camera, and about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. No photo. So no photo? Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yep. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? Not sure, but I'd like to proceed with my cross-examination anyway. When the lens opened, what did you see? Well, a person on the ground, and the Steel Samurai. That's all that happened. Yep. That's all? Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture. I would have once I got the lens open. Did he really not take a picture, even once? Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody, listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey! Bullseye? How did you know? I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. Wow. This feels great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this, Cody. I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. You erased them? Yeah. Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious? Well, you know, why would I want to keep a picture like that? And he's becoming less and less cooperative. Better find a clear contradiction soon, or some solid evidence. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony? There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's all about. Objection! Cody. What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Oh, right. What was it you told me then? Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Ah! Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. By the way, if you haven't watched it yet, I think they just finished, the last episode of it just finished on the Pokemon Company's YouTube channel. Watch Path to the Peak. It's very, very wholesome and fun. It's about the trading card game. And it's really well animated. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all those pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order. Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait. No way! Phoenix, I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is. Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually... Yes, I'm pretty sure what you were thinking is correct. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? Photos were blurry, he erased them by mistake. The Steel Samurai didn't win. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No way. No! It's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever! Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased these precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Order! I will have order. Witness, I mean Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. You watch that movie in full. Few Good Men? I always see bits and pieces of it. I don't think I've ever actually sat down and watched it in full. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai You saw the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai, a defender of Neo Old, Atlantic Bay. I don't know. That day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. Antarctica. Are there seals in Antarctica? I guess there are. Order! What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Anyone would cry while playing Cheetah Man. Yep. You're not the first person to say that, because when I got to this point in the first case, No URL, please, said the exact same thing. Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently, we've all made a serious error. An error? What's all this about? Hammer was the victim. Steel Samurai was the victim. There was no victim. Steel Samurai. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer. He was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Order! So the Steel Samurai in this photograph, you're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Jack Hammer? That's what I'm trying to say, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run-through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Mr. Will Power's foot injury. But wait! Hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone back to the studio before I got to the guard station. Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio 1, nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. I get it. I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange, so it was a different person inside the suit. Pops! Huh? Me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, a photo on my digital camera. What? Show us, quick! No way, man, not if you're gonna look at me like that. No! Ugh. Here, this is it. Well, looking at this, it's a little hard to say. I'm afraid that could be anyone in the costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix. Mia? What? Look at that photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo's all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? Certainly, I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in the photo. Find the inconsistency in the photo. Take that! Your Honor, look at this. I see. A gate? Might I draw your attention to that number on the gate? A number? Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor. Correct? Ugh. I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But that's impossible. What's all this about? Please explain so I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 in that gate photo. Your Honor, here's the true scene of the crime. Show the judge where the murder took place. Here, at Studio 2. I see. It would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. No filming is done here. The path is blocked. Trailer's here. The path of the trailer was blocked. So we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony. Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in that trailer was guilty because they could have not gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in that trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime. Studio 2. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. Order! Order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard, Miss Olbag, saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness! Jack Hammer is the victim! The victim! Why would he steal a steel samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did it to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume. I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright? Now that they're so surprised, I'm suddenly much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. Wait, no, that can't be right. I've got to not have some proof that will knock their socks. Wait, what? Mr. Wright, we don't have all the time in the world here. Yes, Your Honor. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. Oh! This is it. An empty medicine bottle. I found this on the table in the employee area. It's the same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there's no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. Fingerprint the bottle. An idea. Very well, let's hear it. I want to check the fingerprints on this bottle. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprint should show up. I suppose you're right. Very well. Court will take the possession of the bottle. Empty bottle, given to judge. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hackett's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than previously thought. The steel samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. And those in the trailer did not have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Your homework is to find the answer to the following. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the steel samurai costume? Also, who killed him, and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth? You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Very well. Court is adjourned. 2:47 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Whew, that was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home 3 times during the trial. Me too. You don't have a home anymore. Someone else probably lives in it now. Really? You both seem so confident. Huh. Maybe I should take up a career in acting? I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Of course we're kidding. You sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks. To be continued. So, this is actually kind of something interesting here. This series does in fact use 3-day 3-day trials, as proven in this case, the next case, and the case after this are all 3-day trials. That is the only time this series ever does that, though. Following this game, all trials are at most 2 days, no matter what game it is. Whether it's this trilogy, the next trilogy, or the Great Ace Attorney trilogy, which I've already played. This is the only game in the series that actually has 3-day trials, and day 3 is in fact the end of it. So one more investigation, one more trial, and we're done. However, it is 3:30. It is 3:20. I have not eaten dinner yet, and I need to go. 3 makes it tense. Ooh, yeah. Well, what they do in later games is that, as you could see, all these, it's like investigation, trial, investigation, trial, investigation, trial. The way later games work is that you'll get multiple investigations in a row with a to be continued in them, or you'll get multiple trial periods in a row with a to be continued, where they'll be like, okay, we're going to question one person, then the next person, then the next person. This game only does one segment for each of it, so it's a bit shorter. As a result, it's not too much longer, but this is the only game that segments trials into 3 days. It flows better in later games. These games, it feels kind of long because of that, even though it's not really at its core. I saved, so we're good. And I'll save again, just to be safe. Whew! Anyway, that's the stream for tonight. If I had started an hour earlier, we could have finished it, but I guess not. So, here's what's going to happen. Again, just very quickly, very briefly. Tomorrow evening, I'm going to try to start earlier. I'm going to do a Final Fantasy XIV, double stream. Try to make some serious progress in it. I already did the Cactpot. I lost. Didn't win anything. I'll also talk about the Mario Wonder Direct before I start streaming 14 tomorrow. So, come by early if you want to hear that. Monday into Tuesday, or Tuesday, is the stream anniversary, the 7th anniversary. I do want to do something for it. I said I wasn't, and I probably might still not. I don't know what I'm going to do. We'll see. If I'm going to do something, it may be tomorrow into Tuesday. Otherwise, I may wait until after work Tuesday and do something then. We'll see. Again, as most people do, I have Monday off, so we'll see what I'm going to do for streaming that day. Just like 4th of July, I have the day off, so I might do something. It's different. We'll see. But other than that, I'm just going to say, as always, thank you for coming. Really appreciate it. You know I always do. I always love having people here to watch this. Especially a game that's so story-based like this. If you want to watch more streams, you can check out my Twitch recommended streamers. Who's streaming right now that I could possibly toss someone to? Because I think we got enough people here. Mouse Goes Squeaks is streaming Endwalker. Let's go give him a raid. Oh, no. Mute. Whoa. Alright. Stick around, say hi to Mouse Goes Squeaks. Go support them, just like you support me. And have a great evening, and I will see you tomorrow with Final Fantasy XIV. Good night.